All right, man. What a weekend. What a cool freaking weekend. I was excited to get out there and rub it in Troy's face that I had access to the cabanas. I swear, as soon as I got the passes, I was very excited because I'll tell you two things.
Did you come down to our tent? I don't remember you coming all the way down.
I did, but I never found you in the tent.
Okay,
you were not in the tent.
Yeah.
But I did see a lot of cool people out there. Saw Letty Bozard, saw Dylan out there, saw a bunch of people, man. Cynthia Garris out there. It was really, really cool to see everybody. But yeah, I was really looking forward to rubbing it in your face that I had access out there.
I can tell you, if it was Friday night, I would not have remembered it. Open bar 1.
Okay. All right. There you go. I don't think I drank Friday night. I really don't.
No. Don't worry. I drank enough for everyone in the studio for a while.
I definitely like the sober experience at a concert because I want to get that experience, the best of the possibility.
You remember it all, right?
Yeah.
You remember it all. There was a lot to remember out there.
Yeah. I had one margarita. That's all I needed.
So I got to thank two groups of people. First, I got to thank Ned for getting the hookup on the tickets because Dan is Ned's nephew, Dan from the Black Keys. So I appreciate Ned for getting me on the list. I appreciate Dan for being talked into letting me on the list. That was very, very nice. But yeah, so I go and pick up my passes and I look at them and I'm like, oh, these are all access passes.
Yeah, you can go anywhere.
These are anywhere. I can go anywhere. I had a wristband that said artist on it. So I felt like there was nowhere I couldn't go.
You could.
Well, apparently there were places I wasn't supposed to go, but I went there anyway.
So what? You have the access, right?
Well, not according to some people at the amphitheater. I did not, including Gabe himself. So I gotta say, so we were the Black Keys were just about to start. I missed the whole day of the festival. I had to set up for football and get my guys straightened out there at the football game. So I made it there just about 9:15 by the time I actually got in. The Black Keys went on at 9:30. And, I was up there in the cabanas talking to people and Dylan says, hey, with that pass, man, you can go to the side stage. You can check out the side stage. You got to see it, man. You can see the whole crowd. You got a big view right above the band. I'm like, okay.
That's where I saw you.
I know, that sounds good. So I go back there and I get in line and I'm like, there's a line to do this side stage thing?
They were only allowing 35 people up on that.
That's what deck. I didn't realize
There was a minimum allowed on that deck.
So I guess as people came down, they would let more people up.
They were handing you like a card and you had to give the card back and that way they had the numbers right.
Yeah. So I'm like, so I walk up to the guy, I'm like, hey, I've got this. Does that make any difference? He's like, no, you got to wait in line. I'm like, oh, okay. So I get in line and then you come in line and Phil McDaniel comes in line and a couple of commissioners come in line ready to get up on this side stage. Gabe was there, the GM of the amphitheater.
I didn't stay in that line. I was like, oh no.
No, that was a tough line for, so there's that line, and then the Black Keys walk by, and they go on stage, and they went to a different place than the line that we were in.
I know. I witnessed the whole thing. It was beautiful.
And so I said to Gabe, I'm like, hey, Gabe, does this get me over there on the stage? And he's like, no. And I said, well, I mean, what would happen if I tried to go over there? You think they'd stop me? And Gabe gave me kind of permission. He's like, you can try, but they will stop you.
I witnessed it.
He's like, you can try. He's like, you can try, but they'll stop you. And he said something like, no, you can't go over there. And I said,
well, I mean, there were some performers with family on the wings of the stage. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay.
Yeah, there were two. I'm sorry. And two of the acts I saw, they had kids and they had like a cousin, hanging out.
Nobody had any idea who I was.
Yeah.
Nobody that was
you were a cousin
or anything like that.
Yeah. He didn't have street clearance.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, I was about 3 people behind me, and I was like, go for it.
I was like, Gabe said to me, he's like, no, you can't go over there. I said, watch me.
Oh, wow.
I walked up with, I've said this on the show many, many times.
Such cojones, Mr. Melfi.
If you just walk up with purpose, like you're supposed to be there, nobody will stop you. Yeah. And so I started walking a little faster. I just looked right past the security guard. As I walked by him, I kind of lifted up my card, kind of not, and just kept walking. And as I get about middle way up the stairs, I hear you guys laughing back there. I hear people just like, oh my gosh.
Oh, is that why you wrote, I'm so proud right now? Because I was like, I'm so... Yes, I thought you introduced them. I'm like, damn, did he go out on stage? And was like, fuck you.
Troy was in the comments like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that.
So cool, though.
Well, we got a picture of you somewhere.
You guys did.
Like front, we didn't wait in that line. We got aggravated and we waited for the line to die down. But when we got up there, we looked down and you were right there.
Right on the stage.
You were right
I was on the stage for the whole Black Keys.
Send that picture.
We got it somewhere. I think Rebecca had it.
That is so freaking cool, funny, man.
Yeah. It was... I almost couldn't believe it. But from what I understand, I talked to Gabe afterwards and we were talking about it. And he's like, my team was freaking the F out that you were up there. He's like, they were wondering what to do. They were ready to get you off. They were ready to call security and the cops. They're like, what is this guy doing on the stage? He's just one guy. But yes.
But you had the pass. I don't understand what the freak out is.
Damage if they're in the wrong spot.
Oh yeah. I was right there by the controls. If I were to go press buttons and mess up their whole show or unplug something, it would cause a catastrophe.
The power went out on the very first act on Friday.
Oh, really?
Like 2 songs in, and they lost power on stage.
Oh, yeah. See, if I would have stepped on the wrong chord, it would have been a huge problem for the headliner of the night. But everything was fine. I know my way around backstage.
It was fine. It was. I loved it. I will tell you right now, man. I absolutely loved it.
It was pretty cool, man. I won't lie. Well, it was pretty cool.
Well, we had a similar experience, and the person didn't go so well with my conversation on Friday night. Some of the workers and staff decided, and you know where that point is where our cabana was. It was like right on the corner, and it's where everyone kind of wanted to be for a picture and stuff like that. 2 staff people who were working the event decided that that's the spot they were going to claim. Okay. One of them leaves, and I don't say anything.
How dare!
No, one of them leaves, and I walk up and like stand beside it, and the person beside me had the nerve to go, "Oh, I'm saving that spot for my friend."
Okay,
it was the spot you guys had paid for. You guys had literally paid a lot of money to be in that spot,
thousands of dollars. And I was like, okay. I was nice about this.
Yeah.
And I didn't make you guys move. But now you're moving.
Oh, I got a story.
And she said, oh, you don't have to be. I was like, now you're really moving.
Oh, that was the staff?
Yeah. And if I told the person who this person was working for, they would have been mortified.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh. So in the middle.
Yeah, that's no good.
I didn't want to, because I had so much respect for the owner of that company. And I'm pretty sure this person doesn't work for him on a regular basis.
Yeah.
They would have been mortified, but it was just like,
that's not good. That's not good.
I was like, and you know, the owner of the company is standing like a foot behind.
Right. Yeah.
Just like
So, in the middle class area on the field, we had very similar situations though. So I don't know what the rules are. In most festivals I go to, blankets aren't allowed. Like you can't just lay your body graced upon the field, especially like on the front part area. When we were strategically had a plan, like we knew when we were going to use the restroom, we knew when to move forward to get through El King and get to Maggie Rogers, our goal, which we got our goal finally. But it was like a rest home up there, like literally like an assisted living facility of people just like laying down and like, so we kept, inching forward. And so one queen turns to me and he goes, oh, this is for my boyfriend. He's going to be using the bathroom. I'm like, oh, honey, watch my shoulder. I'm going to get right in here. He can sit on my shoulders if he needs to be here that bad, but I'm here for Maggie. Move, please. Yeah, we had a little war down there going on. I'm standing, but nobody wins on these shoulders, honey.
No, I mean, and it was fun to watch the whole dynamic of everything, people battling for position.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, there was a couple times you look down there and like people are just laid out.
Yeah.
Like
it was ridiculous.
Like in the plus area. And it wasn't like they passed out. No, they were taking a nap.
Yeah. They had like blankets for real. I don't know how they got that. That should not have been happening. Yeah.
They were taking a nap.
There was some making out. It was like, okay, come on, clean it up. Yeah. Take a shower.
But all in all, a very great experience.
Yeah.
And I walked away like energized from that night. It was pretty awesome.
No one in the VIP felt like they got cheated.
Right.
You know, sometimes you go to VIP and it's like, oh, shoulder to shoulder, you can't do anything and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That area was
a great
done
setup.
so right. Like, and I've been to TBC and you know, Blake and I have been fortunate enough to go into luxury boxes and stuff like that. That is as top notch gets.
Cool.
Yeah. It was a great setup.
Shout out Lovely Lou. I mean, shout out Lovely Lou.
Man.
Woo!
Lovely Lou was working.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We will have them at Florida Man Games, by the way.
Yes.
Definitely.
That's the way to go.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was very, very impressive. Massive kudos to the folks who organized that. It was the real deal, man.
Yeah.
It was the real deal.
How was your
really
food?
Set the standard.
We didn't get to try your food. How was your food?
Spencer's food was great.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they had a Sado life
No tea,
there
no
in that
shade, no
VIP
tea, no
too.
shade. I see his face.
It's so hard to, because you can order off. The food I ordered from the menu was great, but the other stuff, I mean, you know, we got other food with it and appetizers, and there was empanadas that were good, but to put it out that quick to that many people,
Yeah.
you know, it's
hard.
It doesn't give the true value, and I think they did a great job.
Yeah. But Spencer's was legit.
Spencer's was legit.
Good stuff.
It's a great time, man. Great time.
What did you do afterwards? Did you like hang out with the Keys afterwards?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was fun, man. They had they got the friends and family tent, and so everybody hung out there for a couple hours. And I didn't leave there till like 1:30. Yeah, we were just hanging out. And, yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah,
good time, man.
People gave me daily reports on YouTube, by the way. like I was your uncle.
That was great.
I was responsible for the two of you guys.
I was good. I was sober. I was fine. Happy as can be.
I saw Davey right away. I saw Pete over there. Okay. I'm glad my boys are having a wonderful time.
Yeah, you were up in the sky.
Yeah, right. Uncle Troy. Right, man.
The Godfather.
Yeah, I was bummed I didn't see you up there in the
Oh, I heckled him. I saw him. I almost mooned him, and I'm like, no, I'll get thrown out. Yeah.
A lot of important people up there.
Yeah, right.
So the Patels.
And I tried to call Davey on Friday.
He did. True story.
We had two extra where people didn't show up, and I was trying to bring him to the Ivory Tower. And he didn't pick up
the Ivory Tower.
Jesus said no in that moment.
What a crowd, man! What an amazing crowd! I've never seen Francis Field that packed. It was
so fun.
It was.
And everybody in our area was just like, "This is great. This is great." I mean, we're talking like, you know, people like Letty and I mean, legitimate business people, Mark Bailey, and I mean, it was just a good overall vibe for the weekend. And man, the weather was amazing.
Ooh. Boy, did that play off well.
That was a worry at the beginning of the week, man.
Yeah, man, right?
That was a big worry at the beginning of the week.
A nor'easter.
Yeah. Yeah, very impressed.
Yeah, nice job.
Very impressed, man.
So let me, real quick, do you think it's going to happen again? What's your forecast over here?
Well, I mean, the thing is, and this was to start a buildup, like, and financially, the event itself is not going to make money. All right. But the economic impact that it created for our city is amazing. We're talking about a $20 million boost to our economy. And, you know, that in the slowest month we possibly had, we had a storm hit right before Labor Day weekend.
True.
So it was a big weekend. So in I know there was some haters out there online and stuff like that. And I jumped on them pretty quickly. But I can tell you right now, I went downtown after Saturday night. It was slammed. You can't say you did not get an economic boost. You know, from this event, and everybody felt it. I mean, I talked to Irving, you know, and he said the wine was just they crushed it.
Oh, thank God!
Everything was just wow.
Yeah.
So it was good. The city hopefully will approve the 2-day weekend, because you almost have to have 2 days to make it work.
Yeah.
So hopefully the city will approve this on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And you know, we'll see what the TDC does, because the TDC, you know, fronted the money. And for me, it's the best return of our money that we spent all year.
Okay.
As far as the TDC is concerned, Right. It seems like that was a good investment for TDC. I think they got their money's worth.
From a hotelier standpoint, speaking from the hotels, it was a win for us.
Yeah.
You know, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but we also have almost 400 employees.
Right. Right.
So, I mean, it's
you guys are keeping
pretty
people
important.
working.
It's not just to us individually as a group, but it's everyone. It all trickles down.
Are you allowed to say what celebrity stayed at the hotel?
Well, Mumford was at Renaissance.
Oh, very nice. Did you have
I
put
can
it
say
in?
it now.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah,
You're going.
I figured.
I think the Keys had a show the Keys left right after the show. I mean, they had a thing in Miami to get to for the next day.
I think they were at Hilton the night before.
Okay.
So
yeah,
they came. I think they came into Hilton the night before.
Yeah, I know they hung out with Ned the whole day.
A lot of it was between the bigger artists were between Renaissance, Hilton, and Embassy Suites. Who we shared our cabana with was with Embassy.
You should save those bed sheets. You can auction them off for a silent auction for a nonprofit. I'm just saying right now. I'm just trying to look out for my nonprofit people.
Davey, no.
Okay, fine. It was a creative move.
We have Kevin Costner's up.
Oh, perfect.
Up on
His dirty bombachos, yeah.
An empty bottle of water that he took from the mini bar, yeah.
No, but
Pea stained tidy whities.
I think the only real hiccup I saw was when Friday night.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Friday night and the line at the general admission.
Yeah.
Whoops.
And everybody showed up at once.
Man, it was a sea of people.
Saturday was more people, but they managed it so much better because it was so spread out.
They made the adjustment on Saturday.
Everybody showed up, right before the opener.
And I heard a lot of people getting upset because they had to wait 45 minutes in a line. I'll tell you, man, I've waited 4 hours in lines before. I've waited much longer than that line to get into a show I wanted to see.
Yeah, I can tell you this. We waited like 3 hours at WrestleMania. And,
I bet.
This was a much better show to me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Quick question. Did you think it was anything to do with Flagler College having that gratis day, that first day, if they were, or do you think?
No, I think it was just their arrival time.
Okay. I mean, people getting off of work 9 to 5 and just roll right in. Okay.
Over impacted. And that's a question they have to figure out if they're going to do a Saturday, Sunday, possibly next year. Or a Friday, Saturday.
Friday, Saturday.
From the business side, it helps us Friday, Saturday because we had people come in Thursday night and didn't leave until Monday morning.
Perfect.
And those 2 extra days boost the economy like you can't believe.
Yes, and it doesn't affect my Sunday school spin class. So thank you very much. Yes, very important to me.
Troy, I got some inside word from people. I didn't get any names. I didn't get any band names, but that if they're able to pull it off next year, it's going to be even bigger.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's somebody who is a stadium act.
I think I did it again. No. Oh man.
Yeah. Can't. No.
Metallica?
Well, until we confirm it with the city that we have 2 days, Gabe can't even put the offer out there.
Right.
So,
yeah, you gotta know you got it locked up.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
I'm excited, man. I hope this turns into a yearly thing. I think people were absolutely blown away. And again, I think skeptics turned into believers.
Start saving your money now.
Start saving your money now. Well, hopefully they do the tickets a little different next year. Hopefully there's a better... I think they probably learned a lot on that side of things as well.
Single day stuff was important.
Yep.
And don't give away the Flagler students.
This coming from a Flagler student.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. No, I can understand why they did that.
Well, sponsorship's going to be key. And that's where you make up that gap.
Yeah.
It won't be in the tickets. It's in the sponsors. And there was a lot of in-kind stuff done this year that somebody's going to have to pay for because they're a reality.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where...
I saw that too on that list.
And that's where that gap's got to be made through sponsorship, not necessarily through ticket sales.
And there's a lot of opportunities there for them to be creative with it. So it'll be great. It won't look like NASCAR. Yeah. It'll still be cool.
Yeah.
They worked with a big company and it mutually helped both sides. But the big company next year is going to have to
fork it up.
Fork up some money.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, man, definitely set the standard. Definitely, like I said earlier, I looked at that and I'm like, okay, our presentation's we got to step up our presentation for Florida Man. because this is they knocked it out of the park. Congratulations.
Super cool.
Congratulations to everybody who helped put that show on and everybody that was there. I mean, everybody who was involved in any way. It was a great time.
Yeah,
great
and I got to talk to Gabe and Dylan quite a bit, and them becoming a new nonprofit, and this is like the first. I mean, like it happens Tuesday, they become a nonprofit, and this is on Friday, Saturday.
Right.
So it was a pressure packed week for that entire staff.
But and I will say, Gabe is looking forward to having less restrictions. He's very, very passionate about making this a big deal. I talked to him about a lot on Friday night, and he had some opportunities to do some very big things. And I got to tell you, he loves our hometown. He loves the amphitheater. And he wants to stay here, and he wants to build it up to something even better.
He's had opportunities and bigger paychecks to go someplace else. Yep. And Gabe truly is a St. Augustine guy. He's just like, and that's, someone said something about the three of us being so different. I was like, yeah, but we have the one thing in common. We love St. Augustine.
Yep.
And I was like, that kind of makes it work for us. And Gabe is one of those guys. He loves St. Augustine.
Yeah, man.
And he's trying to do right by it. But I mean, one of the things that's going to help him so much is it streamlines a lot of these negotiations. Where when you work for the county and 90% of the time I got in trouble with the county, it was because of something on the legal side that was a streamline issue.
Yeah.
You know the little TV show Arthur?
Yes.
You know, I think he's an aardvark or something. I'm not sure exactly what he is. But it's a TV show Arthur. I sent a contract over and to the legal team. All right. They never signed it, and they never signed it. Coming up to showtime, I signed it. Wasn't supposed to. Statutes of limitations are over.
There you go.
I'm outside of 10 years. I signed it, and believe it or not, the legal team sends it back to me a week after the show. Signed. They signed it on their side. So you didn't look at the date?
Oh.
Yeah.
Our crackpot legal team, and they got different guys over there now. Like Dave, that wouldn't happen. But I can tell you right now, it was one of the most frustrating things when I was sitting where Gabe was.
Yeah.
And we almost didn't have an Aretha Franklin show because of our legal team.
Wow, that was.
I know he is happy to have those shackles off.
I got wrote up for that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We made like $80,000 for the county, and I got written up because I had to sign something for the stagehands. Stagehands weren't going to put up the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it had been going on for 3 months and it had been stuck in our legal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Messy.
So he is happy to have those chains off.
They're in a much better streamlined situation.
Makes complete sense now.